Most headphone companies have been lying to your ears, not on purpose, just because it's cheaper. The Grell OAE2 just proved it. Almost every driver on the market fires straight into your ear canal from the side. It's easy to build, cheap to manufacture, and it's completely wrong for how your ear actually hears. Your ear isn't a tube, it's a funnel, shaped by millions of years of evolution to catch sound from an angle, not take a direct hit. So every pair of headphones built the easy way, you've been losing detail you didn't even know existed until now. If you've been a headphone enthusiast for any length of time, chances are you've heard of Axel Grell before. He's the engineer behind some of the most respected headphones ever made, including the Sennheiser HD600, HD650, and HD800. Models that didn't just sell well, they earned cult status among audiophiles. That kind of track record doesn't happen by accident. After building those legendary designs and spending decades as a consultant for major audio brands, Grell decided that it was time to branch out and put his name on his own work. In 2020, Grell was founded as a family business, built around a single obsession: perfect sound, engineered down to the anatomy of your own ear. So when a company like this claims it's found a better way to position a driver, it's worth paying attention to. The OAE2 open around ear audiophile headphone is Grell's second OAE model following the OAE1 released a few years back. And it's the embodiment of Grell's technical innovations. Every material choice, every angle, every curve of the baffle, it exists for one reason: to get the sound to your eardrum the way your ears were designed to receive it. So let's get into the technology that makes the OAE2 unlike anything else currently on the market. To understand the importance of the technology in these headphones, you've got to understand the problem it solves. With almost every headphone you've ever worn, the driver sits flat against the side of your head. It fires straight into your ear canal from the side. Now that might sound fine on paper, but it's not actually how your ears work. In most settings, sound almost always reaches you from the front. Your ears, and more specifically, the shape of your outer ear, the pinna, they're built to process sound when it arrives that way. So when sound hits you from the side instead, it gets colored and distorted before it ever reaches your eardrum. And most of the time, you instinctively turn your head to face that sound straight on. Most of us have just never known what we were missing, because that's all headphones have ever done. But Grell knew what the missing link was, and his answer is called front-sided sound field modulation, or FS/FM for short. So instead of mounting the driver flat against the ear, Grell angles it forward inside the ear cup, so that the sound is projected as if it's coming from in front of you, not beside you. You can see it right here. It's angled right here in the front, whereas it would traditionally just be placed in the middle. So then your own ear geometry then shapes the sound the same way that it would shape the sound at a live show or in a real room before it ever reaches your eardrums. The transducer itself is doing a lot of work here too. It's a 40mm dynamic driver with a biocellulose dome angled directly at the baffle, which is the acoustically open front section of the ear cup, instead of straight at your ear. The angle, combined with a large radiating surface and high excursion, is what lets the OAE2 hit with its deep controlled bass and finely resolved highs at the same time. It doesn't force a trade-off between the two, you're getting the best of both worlds here. The music stops sounding like it's being pushed into your head from two speakers and starts sounding like it's happening actually in front of you. But before we continue, I've got something to tell you. Whether you're just starting to explore better sound or you've been chasing that endgame setup for years now, the path forward isn't always obvious. We've designed a new quiz to help you find your audio nirvana and pinpoint exactly where you are in your journey today. You'll walk away with a custom profile and guides designed for your stage, and you'll get a chance to enter our monthly Dragon Cable giveaway while you're at it. To get started, just click the first link in the description below. Now let's get back to the video. So does all that engineering actually translate into better sound? In just one word, absolutely. I spent time with the OAE2 on both the iFi Audio Valkyrie and the iFi Audio GR2 DAC headphone amplifiers. And these headphones were incredibly easy to drive with this gear. I didn't run into any issues getting them to perform on either setup, which also means that they'd pair beautifully with a DAP, whether it's the Estelle & Kern SP4000T or the smaller, more portable SP3000M. I actually put on Grell's own curated Qobuz playlist before ever reaching for my usual go-to tracks. And honestly, it didn't disappoint. It was chef's kiss. Curating a playlist seems small compared to everything else that goes into engineering a headphone, but it's exactly the kind of small thing that separates a company that just makes a product from one that actually cares about the experience of listening to it. Grell didn't have to handpick tracks that show off what these headphones do best. They chose to. And that's the difference. They're inviting you into their world instead of just handing you a spec sheet and walking away. And that's a level of thought that most brands never bother with. Off that playlist was a track I'd never heard before, Chris Jones' No Sanctuary Here, and it was an immediate standout for me. It had an opening acoustic guitar that was deep. It had great body and weight to it. And it had a kind of detail that you would normally only catch if you were up close and personal at a live show. Jones's voice came through full of emotion, rich sounding in the mid-range, and even the backup vocals that it had added a rich dynamic layer to the entire track. And once I actually started listening to the headphones, taking into account the entire experience, here's what I've got to say. The bass is deep and controlled. It shows up when a track calls for it, and it disappears when it doesn't. The mids are natural, lifelike, and uncolored. Vocals and instruments came through as they were recorded, not artificially boosted to sound more exciting or robust. The soundstage is where the open back and that FS/FM technology really shine. Everything was spacious, and it was three-dimensional while still feeling intimate enough. Listening to the Eagles' live recording of Hotel California, I had a second there where I actually closed my eyes and I pictured myself at the concert in the crowd, basking in the energy that just consumed the space. But alas, I opened my eyes and I was reminded that I was not in fact at that concert. That was just a daydream. And honestly, that's the essence of the OAE2. It's not adding anything that wasn't there, and it's not hiding anything either. It's just letting the recording be exactly what it is. For those few minutes with my eyes closed, I wasn't just hearing a recording. I was somewhere else entirely. And that's the real magic of these headphones. So I say this, anyone seeking the detailed, articulated sound quality of a premium headphone without that premium price tag would be remiss to not consider the OAE2. It's truly a hidden gem. Now these impressions are just with the stock cable. When I switched to one of our Dragon cables, and in this case, it was the Bronze Dragon Premium headphone cable, an already great experience got even better. The copper strands and graphene in the Bronze Dragon added subtle musicality and additional dynamics to the OAE2 sound. If adding musicality isn't your goal here, you may prefer the added detail and top-end resolution of the Silver Dragon. And if you want warmth and low-end weight, then the Black Dragon is the way to go. We're excited to offer the connectors to fit the OAE2, meaning that you can upgrade to one of our Dragon headphone cables and hear the difference. Check them out for yourself at moon-audio.com and find the right Dragon cable for your ears. Engineering and sound are one thing, but you've also got to live with these headphones every day. So let's talk design. At 378 grams, these headphones feel incredibly lightweight the moment you pick them up. The headband is wrapped in soft, wide memory foam, and the ear pads are open and acoustically effective, which matches everything Grell is doing with their FS/FM design. But I will say this though, the clamping force surprised me. It's rated at 2.5N, which on paper is considered the ideal balance of comfort and security. But on my head, it just felt a little tighter than that. I will say that these right here, they're new right out of the box, so they may loosen up with wear over time. But it wasn't unbearable. Right now, these are incredibly comfortable. And when I was doing my listening sessions, I had no problem using them for a long time. The headband system itself, it was efficient and easy to use. It fits a wide range of head shapes. It doesn't move or make micro adjustments on its own. So it just stays in place securely the entire time. As for the ear cups, they sport an open stainless steel mesh. That's not only aesthetic, but it also contributes to the headphone's natural transparent sound. The overall design of these headphones is classic. It doesn't have a flashy logo pasted in the middle of the ear cup or some exotic material choice meant to impress you. it leaves that task up to the sound quality. So one design choice that I really appreciated here was the ability to choose whether you wanted to use a single entry cable like this or a dual entry cable like that every time you listen. And you get to decide which side it comes out of. Despite having 2 headphone jacks, one for each ear cup, the OAE2 comes with a single entry 2.5mm 4-pole connector cable that attaches to just one ear cup. It's up to you where the cable sits. That might sound minor to you, but it's the kind of detail that solves a real problem here. We carry both a single entry option and a higher grade dual entry option in our Dragon cable collection. You can start with our Bronze Dragon portable headphone cable as an ultra portable option, or scale up to a full-size Dragon headphone cable for the ultimate experience. My amp sits on the left side of my desk, so I opted to use the stock cable on the left ear cup so that it didn't drag across my keyboard or my workspace, which is a small annoyance that I deal with on almost every other pair of headphones I use. These headphones ship with 2 cables. You get a single entry 2.5mm to 4.4mm cable and a 2.5mm to 3.5mm, which is what I have right here, with a 1/4 inch screw-on adapter. And to round out those accessories, you've got this generously sized hardshell case. Yeah, it's on the larger side as far as headphone cases go, but that's because it's built so that the ear cups will lay flat and flush inside it, protecting the design rather than just cramming everything in there. So there you have it. From the angle driver to the way it makes music feel like it's happening in front of you instead of beside you, and the small touches like letting you choose your own cable side, every piece of the OAE2 points back to the same idea I mentioned earlier. Build around the listener's ears, not the factory line. That's what Grell set out to do with these headphones, and they've done it beautifully. This isn't a company that's just out here chasing a trend. It's decades of proven expertise crafted by the headphone master himself. And when you consider the performance and sound quality you're getting, all coming in at under $1,000, the OAE2 is practically a steal. So if you're serious about getting the most out of the OAE2, the amp you pair with it matters just as much as the headphones. I already mentioned running these through the iFi Audio GR2 DAC headphone amp, and it's genuinely one of the best matches I've found for these headphones. So check out this video right here. It's a full review of the GR2 next. See for yourself why the two make such a natural pair. Check it out, watch the video, and we'll catch you next time.